It's me, Jessica Bieber. So I actually haven't made a video in a while, and I do want to apologize just for kind of going AWOL, but I just didn't want to make videos, and I felt like it would reflect on myself, and like if I made videos when I didn't want to, it would just show that I didn't want to make that video. I think sometimes when I force myself to make videos, it's very obvious when I can and people don't enjoy it as much. So I was kind of struggling with that, but I wanted to make a video kind of showcasing my Genshin account, and I know a lot of people won't even be interested, but I kind of just wanted to make this for my own personal growth as well, just to see like how my Genshin account will be in like maybe a few months after any updates. So yeah. So I'm going to show you guys my stupidly expensive Genshin Impact account. Let's get into it. So the first thing I'll do, I guess I'll show you guys my teams. So I have a few set teams. So the first team that I usually use the most right now is my friendship squad, because I want to get their friendship to friendship level 10. So I've actually currently just added Beidou to the team, who I literally just added in yesterday. So her friendship is only on like level 2, nearly level 3. But yeah, I made a friendship team, and basically these are the 4 characters I'm trying to build friendship on right now. And once they get friendship level 10, I take them off the friendship team and I just use them whenever I kind of want to. But this is my go-to DPS team. It's got basically very your standard DPS. You got Xiao and Childe, who are obviously my 2 main DPSs, and then I have Bennett, who is also a really good support but also could honestly pass as a DPS, and then Zhongli, who has his support as, you know, that shield boy, rock boy, shield boy. Then I have a DPS too. I usually use this one when I'm grouping up enemies or I just need like a different team. Obviously Bennett and Zhongli are kind of still there because they are just like the best supports, but I really like using Kazuha and Venti as well. This one is specifically for farming. I've chose these ones for a very specific reason. Obviously Kazuha because he can sprint and also group items together. Venti because he can group enemies, so when I'm farming for treasure hoarder stuff and stuff like that, it's very easy to just group them all together and all of that kind of stuff. And I use Sayu just for the purpose of her not scaring those little fairies away or whatever they are, and Zhongli is just perfect for breaking rocks. So it's a pretty simple team. I don't really use this one specifically for fighting, but if it's in the case of grouping enemies together, then Venti and Kazuha are kind of my main go-tos. Those are my teams, but I'm going to go more into my characters now, and I won't go into every single character I own, but I'm going to go into the prevalent ones. My first 5-star that I actually got was Zhongli. I actually downloaded the game because of Zhongli. I saw his character teaser. It was last year around, like, I don't even remember, was it like November or December? Zhongli was the first 5-star I got, and I got him in his first banner. And I actually have him on Constellation 2. I was actually only trying to get Constellation 1 for him. I don't really know why, but I wanted his Constellation 1, even though it's not that good. And I got it now, and I kind of regret getting it because I didn't really need it. But Constellation 2 is okay, especially if you're playing with support as a support role. Basically, you can apply Zhongli's shields to basically anyone who you play co-op with. So I guess it's pretty useful. Kazuha is actually someone I prepared a lot for. I actually was like spending like all of my time farming, like the month before he arrived. I would literally like made like a whole list of all the things I wanted to prepare for Kazuha. I actually got really lucky. I pulled him twice on one temple, so I ended up getting a C1 for Kazuha, and the C1 is pretty good, so I was pretty chuffed with that. And I also got his 5-star weapon as well that was recommended for him, and I was pretty happy with that. So Xiao is kind of like my main DPS, and he's one of the characters that I really treasure a lot. Out of all the Genshin characters, I'd probably say he's like my second favorite or third favorite after Scaramouche. If y'all don't know, I'm such Scaramouche trash. I actually and this is always the bit that gets people like, what the fuck? I actually have a C5 Xiao. I literally just got C5 Xiao because I wanted C5 Xiao because he's my favorite. So I got C5 Xiao, and I don't really regret it, to be honest. I really like all of his constellations, and I think they're really good. So I'm very happy with that. I also got his weapon as well, the Primordial Jadewing Spear, and I was really happy when I pulled that. And I spent a lot of time farming artifacts for him as well. I've went like very in and out of artifacts. I've done a lot of different combinations, but this one seems to be working the best for him. He's got a decent crit rate to crit damage ratio. The crit damage could be higher, but it's not the worst. But I spent all of my time farming artifacts for him just because I want him to be at his very best. And I think I have got him at the best I can right now. And I'm pretty happy with how my Xiao is built and turn out. And I like him a lot. Venti was one of those characters I didn't realize how much I needed until I actually got him. So when Venti's reroll came out, because I didn't get him in his first banner, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get him just because he's cute and I love Venti as a character. And then when he joined my team, I was like, what the fuck? So I had to go for his C1 just because I wanted it. And I'm pretty happy with his C1. I actually pulled the recommended weapon for him in his second banner, which was this one, Elegy for the End or whatever. And it was okay, like it has a lot of energy recharge, and I know it's the recommended bow for Venti right now, but I actually pulled this one the other day, the Amos bow, I'm not really sure how to say it, but I know it's not the recommended bow for Venti, but it's really good. It really solidifies him as kind of like a DPS, and I kind of like my characters all doing really high damage. A lot of people will like stick characters into support and only have them as support, but like I like doing damage, and like, I hate when people try and gatekeep the way you play Genshin. If you're happy with it, it doesn't matter. So I use this bow on him for now, but once Goru comes out, I'll probably switch it for this crit rate one, which I haven't leveled up yet, but I'll probably give that to him when Goru comes out and then switch them. Childe is kind of another character I willed for as well. It's kind of funny because her narwhal, okay. But I think I have C4? Oh, C3. I have C3 of Childe. I actually wanted to go for his C5, but I ended up not in the end because I just decided that I wanted some other characters more. So I went for his C3 instead, which is still pretty good. I like his constellations, but he is a really good DPS. The only thing that I really don't like about him and that kind of made me withdraw from getting his C5 was the long cooldowns on his attacks. But obviously I know his constellations did help out with that, but again, I just didn't want to spend it on those extra constellations. I got him this recent bow, scales and crit damage, pretty nice stuff. He's got a decent crit rate to crit damage ratio. It's actually better than Xiao's right now, so he probably does slightly a bit more damage, but it's whatever. I really like Childe, and I'm happy I got him. I got Klee as well. I actually don't have the right artifacts on Klee right now because I swapped her out with yoimiya's because I'm trying to build yoimiya's friendship right now. So Klee doesn't have any artifacts on her at all, but I would usually use the Skyward Atlas on her, and she's also at C1. So Bennett is actually my favourite 4-star in the entire game. He'll probably stay that way until Goru comes out, who I hear is a 4-star, but Bennett is my all-time favourite 5-star in the game, not just because of his level of personality, but because he is so good. Like, he should be a 5-star. His, like, everything about him is great. I have C6 Bennett. Everyone says C6 Bennett is bad, but I really don't care. I have C6 Bennett. I'm using the mid-splitter reforged on him, which is Ayaka's recommended weapon, but I don't use Ayaka because I don't want to. I use it on Bennett and it works really, really well on him. I farmed quite a lot of artifacts just so he could be the best that he possibly could be. And I'm really happy with my Bennett build. He's really just the best person on my team, and he's the only 4-star in my account that's level 90. So that shows how much I love Bennett and his abilities. My unlucky boy. Well, next I have diluc. I actually have him at C4, but I don't really use him. I used to use him a lot at the start before I got xiao, but then when I got xiao, I kind of ditched him. I haven't got Constellation 4 by choice. I have it by bad luck. But diluc is still a pretty solid DPS. It's just I don't really like using claymores that much. So, I don't know. I still like his character, but I just don't really care for the way he plays. That being said, the only claymore I really religiously use is Chongyun, and I still kind of stand by my opinion that I think Chongyun is the best ice character in the game, just because his abilities are just so useful in the Spiral Abyss. I think literally he's just uncapped. Like there is like I just love Chongyun's abilities. That's why I think he's the best ice character in the game, just because he's so useful. Like that whole ice, he can turn any attack into ice apart from bows, but like it's just so useful to me, especially in the Spiral Abyss or just in general. So I really like him. Usually he would have about 2.8k attack, but I actually swapped out his artifacts with... Oh, actually, it's because he's using the wrong sword. Usually he would be using the Wolf's Gravestone, but I gave that to Beidou since I was building her. And yeah, usually he has 2.9k there. Oh, but he has the wrong artifact on. I don't know why... Oh, I must have swapped those two by accident, but he would usually be... around 3k. His crit rate to crit damage isn't that good, but I mainly use him as a support for his elemental attacks, so I don't really care that much, but he's still a really, really decent asset to my team. So I have a lot of 4 stars. Razor is C6, Xingqiu is C6, Barbara is C6, Yanfei is C6. Albedo, I actually tried using Albedo for a long time, but for some reason I just wasn't able to use him as well as I tried. He's definitely one of those characters that I really, really like as a character, but he's really, really hard to build. So I did try building him for a little bit, but I kind of just gave up. But he's definitely a character I want to learn more about and get back into building when I have the time. I think I have him at C1. I'm kind of just skipping over 4 stars that I have C6 of and that I don't use. I actually got Ayaka as well. I don't use her at all. I kind of tried her out, but I just wasn't impressed with her abilities at all. I know everyone loves Ayaka, and she is gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but I think her abilities are so bad, and you can literally just tell that she was made in early development of the game. I just don't think she matches to the other 5 stars abilities. I think her abilities are really boring, and she's a decent DPS, but I find her really boring as a playstyle. But yeah, sorry Ayaka that. So I actually have keqing, and she is my first C6 character, not by choice, by luck, I guess you could call it. I actually do use keqing time to time when I do need that electro reaction. I used it in the Spiral Abyss against that water dude. Keqing is a decent DPS, and I actually rate her abilities a lot, but I feel like once the Shogun comes out, or even Scaramouche comes out, keqing will definitely be left on the benches. Just Jess from the future here. Yeah, I did do that. I pulled Shogun and I pulled her weapon, and I actually went a bit crazy, can't take me anywhere. I got her at C3 because her C2 is so good, like ignores 60% of the opponent's defense, and that's for her ult, and then this one levels up her ult. So I got C3, guys. Just while I'm at it, I also got C6 Sarah as well, and I'm probably gonna try and build her too, but not right now. But she's a pretty decent DPS. Her design is cute, but I really just do not care about her constellations, but I guess she's whatever. So next is Hutao. I actually did have her built, but I swapped her artifacts out as well when I was building Ningguang. So she actually just doesn't have any decent artifacts on her right now because I swapped them all out for other people's just when I was trying to build friendship and stuff. Hutao is actually my favorite female character in the game so far. I really, really love Hutao, and I have her at C1, and there's not much to say apart from I really like her. She's just so cute. I have Eula as well, and Eula's one of those characters that I think is really, really pretty. And I like her design, and her story was cool, but I really just don't care for her playstyle at all, kind of like Ayaka. Like, you are a very pretty lady, but I don't want to use you. Next I have Qiqi. I was very underwhelmed by her elemental burst, so I stopped using her as a healer once I realized it doesn't heal the rest of your party. So she's kind of useless to me. I don't have any constellations of her. I don't know if it changes. I haven't really looked into it, but she's cute. I like her character, and I like her story. I kind of like her background, but I don't really care for the way she plays. And then the rest are all kind of 4 stars. I think I have every 4 star at C6 apart from like the newer ones, so that would be like Sayu, and I also think I don't have Amber at C6, and I also think I don't have Lisa. Yeah, I only have C1 of Lisa, but the rest of the 4 stars I all have C6 for, so I guess that's pretty cool. I've actually started using your Mona recently as well to build up her friendship. She's nearly there. She's at friendship level 8, which is pretty good, and I really, really like Mona's abilities, and I actually think I will be keeping her as a stable piece on my team for Spiral Abyss because I've actually really grown to love her abilities, and I think she's really useful. I pulled yoimiya recently as well just because I love her and I think she's really, really cute. I don't think I'll be using her in the long run after I'm done building her friendship because even though her playstyle's cute, I just prefer Klee and Hutao's DPS, so I'll probably switch her out when I get to friendship level 10 with her. Last but not least, I also have Jean as well. She's a constellation free, and I actually really like her as a healer. I'd probably say she's my second favourite healer after Barbara, and she's also a pretty decent DPS just as a standalone as well. She's a pretty good support, so I'll probably continue to use her in the Spiral Abyss as well. I've talked about characters' friendship a lot, and I thought I would show you guys how many characters I actually have with friendship level 10. So all the characters I have on friendship level 10 are zhongli, xiao, childe, Bennett, kazuha, venti, Klee, diluc, chongyun, Xingqiu, albedo, kaya, hutao, ningguang, Jean, and Razor is on friendship level 9, but I am not building his friendship on the friendship team. I'm doing it in the teapot slightly more slowly, and all of the rest of these guys will hopefully be on friendship level 10 by the next time I do a Genshin update video. When it comes to 5-star weapons, I actually only have one 5-star weapon for claymore. I actually also pulled this weapon in Shogun's banner as well. Didn't want it, but I guess I have it now. Because I personally just don't really use claymore characters that much, even though I try to use chongyun and albedo. I really don't ever use two claymores at the same time, so I've just been kind of fine with swapping them out when that needs be. When it comes to catalysts, I only have two 5-star weapons for catalysts. I have the Lost Prayer to Sacred Winds, which has crit rate, and then the Skyward Atlas, which has attack percentage. These two units are pretty good. I swap them out usually with Klee and Mona. Sometimes if Mona is not in the party, I will switch it out with Ningguang. But again, it really just depends whose friendship I'm building at the time. I think in the long run, Mona will probably keep this weapon, as I think it was really, really good for her. When it comes to 5-star bows, I actually got pretty lucky. I actually got the second Skyward Harp in a random temple I did the other day. I just kind of got bored, so I started doing some temples on the standard banner, and I actually got the Skyward Harp and Jean in one temple. So that was really, really lucky. So I've actually got this spare Skyward Harp right now, and I also have this spare Elegy for the End that I don't really use at all. It's kind of equipped official right now, just for literally no reason. So I'll probably see like what bow characters come out in the future. It might be good for Kujo Sara, Guru. It really just depends, but I like having that security of having a few bows that I could switch around, see how people do with them. When it comes to 5-star swords, I actually have quite a few. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I actually had 8 5-star swords, but I actually got rid of one so I could upgrade another weapon. I had about 4 Skyward Blades, but while I was trying to upgrade, I think it was the Skyward Bow or whatever, I just thought I would get rid of it because I don't really care for this Skyward Blade. I think it's a really, really bad 5-star weapon and I wouldn't use it. So I literally just threw it away into a different weapon. And a lot of people get really upset at that idea, but I really just don't care. I'll do it again, like right now. This weapon is so bad. I just want to get rid of it. I really just don't care. It's such a bad weapon. I know a lot of people will literally like die at that, but like, I'm not going to use it. It'll literally just sit there in my inventory not being used. There's absolutely no point in having it, so I just don't care. Do you actually believe that when I was pulling in the Shogun's banner to get her specialty polearm, I actually pulled another Skyward Blade? As soon as I got rid of the last one, another one shows up anyway, so I guess that was just pointless. I actually find that a lot of the 4-star weapons are pretty decent when it comes to swords, so I fluctuate between a few of these depending on which characters I want to give them to. But I find that I usually fluctuate between the Aquila Favonia and the Freedom Sworn and this one. Hopefully I can get a few more better swords when better swords come out, but I'm pretty content with the swords I have right now. When it comes to my inventory, I don't really have that many resources. Obviously you'll like collect stuff over just fighting shit, but I don't really use that many resources. I have 6 crowns there. I'm kind of waiting to see who I want to crown. Again, I don't really collect that many resources unless there's something I want. I usually just like go and search for it, or I can just like buy it in the store. Like in the, what is it called? Like Paimon's Bargains in the Stardust Exchange. Because I usually buy a lot of wishes. So I can usually just buy out this store when I want something. Like, I don't know, if I need a lot of slime secretions, I can just buy it. And it's fine. So I don't really farm that much. I think a lot of people will think I would farm, but I don't really farm that much. And I also rely on the battle pass when it comes to like leveling up characters and stuff like that. Oh my god, Beto at level 69. Funny number, 69 guys. So I'll show you guys my teapot as well. I actually don't really like my teapot that much. I kind of just put a bunch of stuff down just so I could get the points up. But I'll show you guys what I got. I like this one more than the other ones because it changes weather. I don't really like the sandy one that much just because I don't. I tried making like kind of a nice little area here where everything is. I have these two standing here. It's actually the most random combination, but I just put them there just so I was able to speak to them easier. They became besties. I kind of tried to make like a little mini village in this place here. It kind of looks really bad, and also I'm recording this on my mobile phone, so the graphics are obviously gorgeous. Yeah, I tried to make it look like a village, but I think the bad thing about the teapot is that there's no implements for like pavements or pathways yet, so it just kind of looks like grassy and messy, but I don't really care that much. Like, I don't really go into this area. There is this one area that I did try actually putting an effort in. I tried making like a little mini cave. And this is the most effort I probably put into the teapot. Basically, it's like a little cave here. Oh shit. I put some pigs here, and there's some statues, and it's like a little cave kind of looking thing. And you can go in, and there's some burbs. I love burbs, so I put all the burbs in the burb cave. Burb cave! Burb cave! I made the burb cave. And Qiqi is just stood in this vineyard. It's not even her friendship set, to be honest. I have no idea why she's here, but there she is. And Qiqi will hopefully get onto friendship level 10 soon. This is the thing, because I love so many characters and their designs and their backstories, but I just hate the way they play. And it's very like that with Qiqi, like eula, Ayaka. Like, I really like their stories, their designs, and their backstory, but then I hate the way they play. So it's a shame, but like I like how the teapot can do the friendship now. So I probably spent like so much money on this account, like definitely over 1 grand, not just on characters. I also buy like the booster packs as well if I'm trying to upgrade a weapon and I don't want to like graft for like weapon enhancement ore, because I hate mining for it. Like if it's there, I'll mine for it, but usually I will just go to the store and buy it. I also buy like these like bundles and stuff as well, because I just find that they're useful. I know that a lot of people don't really like the use in them, but I really just don't care. Sometimes I'm just too lazy to get the materials, and so I just spend the money. So when it comes to how much I've spent on this account, there's no way I can really say, because it's not just characters I've spent money on, it's 5-star weapons, materials, but I would definitely say it was over 1k. But I just can't say how much. Well, I'll definitely put in the title over 1k just for those juicy hot topic words or whatever you call it. But yeah, when it comes to future characters, I'm definitely going for C6 Goru and C6 Scaramouche, and those are the only characters I do plan to C6. Like it for definite. I do want to get Raiden Shogun, but again, I'll probably only try and get her once, and the same with Kokomi. And when it comes to all future characters, I will just have to see. I really like Toma as well. I do believe that he's going to be a 4-star, so I'll probably try and C6 him as well, depending on whose banner he's on, which is pretty exciting. And apart from that, I've showed you guys my entire Genshin account. I guess the last thing I'll do is I'll probably showcase my main DPS team, just so you guys can see how my characters are and you guys can judge their damage and stuff. I feel like my damage isn't as good as like actual like people who like know loads about Genshin, but I'm proud of their damage, and that's kind of all that matters. So I don't really mind that much if you care, because I'm happy with it. It's kind of one of these things with Genshin where I feel like a lot of people try and gatekeep like damage, skills, and all of that, but I feel like as long as I'm happy with their damage output, it really doesn't matter. But I think it'll be interesting for you guys to see their damage anyways. So I'll show you guys my main DPS teams, and you guys can judge the damage, and then I'll let you guys go. So I'll show you guys my go-to DPS team first, which is obviously zhongli, xiao, Tartaglia Child, and Bennett. We see some crystals here. I might as well farm them just while I'm here. This is actually the best way to showcase my damage, because I do believe they have a physical damage resistance, but I don't really care that much. So we're gonna get zhongli out first. Gotta wait for these bitches to wake up. And usually what I do is I statue these bitches, then I Bennett, and then I get xiao, and then that's when we just start plunging. Not the best numbers I've actually seen on xiao. It really just depends if he hits that critical hit, but you can't complain, can you? And then usually I get zhongli again, and then Bennett is back. Boom. And then we can get Child in there, and then we can 59k. Oh, I've seen him do better. It's whatever. And that is usually what I do on the Ruin Hunter Island when I want to get those. Okay. Might as well. So we do it like this. Decent. Where'd he go? I can't see his out. Oh. 52k, 54k, not too bad. So it's basically like 100k in 2 hits, so can't be too upset. So this is my second DPS team. It's Venti, Kazuha, Bennett, and Zhongli. And find some fucking random enemies somewhere, right? I find that Kazuha's damage is way better than Venti's, but I do feel like I've built Kazuha way better than Venti, so it is to be expected. We've got some decent hits on there. Kazuha can pretty much hold his own, to be honest. He kind of takes people out kind of right away. I will pick on this poor hoodie childe just to show off Venti. So again, Venti's not the most powerful, but he still gets some decent damage, especially with his ult. His talents aren't fully leveled up yet either, so he does decent. I don't think people care that much on physical damage with Venti anyways, but those are my other two kind of DPSs that I like to use. And just for funsies as well, I'll show up my friendship squad just to see how, show you guys how I've built them. Pick on me. So not bad damage. She can knock people out. I'm still trying to get used to her like counterattack thing. It's kind of annoying me having to wait for it. I never know how to time it right. I find Mona's damage is way better. It's like average 1 to 2k, but not bad at all. It's Queen. And obviously you have Jean, very standard. Like, her damage isn't the greatest, but since I kind of see her more as a healer, I'm not really too fussed. We have Mona, and then Yoimiya is kind of more of a main DPS for me, if I could actually get a hit on this bitch. Yeah, we're getting some decent hits. If she would move, I can't hit her. Hello? Hello? Oh my god. Okay, well... So we got some decent hits for her there. Not the best, but, you know, a capable DPS. I really like Mona's ult. It does a lot for me. I have no idea what happened there, but... Where does Ass go? Did he die? Is he gonna come back? But yeah, I think I've showed you guys the entire account. Feel free to judge me and hate on me in the comments. That's about it. I hope I see you guys later. I want to try making more Genshin videos soon, kind of just because Genshin is something that makes me happy and I want to talk about stuff that makes me happy. I still really enjoy K-pop, don't get me wrong, but I enjoy Genshin more. So I'll see you guys hopefully soon. Bye!